Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012.
A really nice rendition of the Estonian national anthem. Ireland were here back in 2001, but it was June when they played here. Richard Dunn scored in that match. It was baking hot that afternoon, and this place was a bit like a building site, as they had, well, they were sort of halfway through the work on this stadium. Changed a lot, but they've added in some extra seats, around 1,000 extra seats for this match. It is a stadium which is rarely full. Let's take a check on the two teams, starting with the home side. One of their big players, Sergei Zinyov, is suspended. Vasilev, he is the main man. He's the key to the way they play. The striker, Ayupara, has never scored for his country. He's a big physical presence. Stepanov keeps his place at centre-back. Ronnie, your thoughts on that 11?
Yeah, big, strong, hard-working team, and that's what's got them to this stage, to the playoffs. I fancy the two centre-backs, Stepanov and Peroya, will give you chances. And when attacking wise, what's going to give you a problem is Kink, number 9, and Vasiliev, number 14, who will shoot from anywhere on the pitch and shoot with accuracy.
Now let's move on to the Irish team. Just confirmation of it once more. The lads have been talking about it already. The vacancy alongside Robbie Keane filled by John Walters, his first competitive start. 5 of this team are a booking away from missing the second leg. Richard Dunn is now on that list. This only became apparent a couple of hours ago. He's already received 4 yellows. If he gets a ban tonight, or he gets a yellow tonight, he's banned for the second leg, Ronnie.
Yeah, it is a bit of a worry with people on yellow cards, but let's get this job done first. If you get bookings, you get bookings. There's nothing you can do about it. Walters is the man you're looking at tonight, and I think he's come in because of the fact that Stepanov and Peroya, he will cause them problems by getting under their feet.
And an indication of just how big this match is. You've got a shot there of the Hungarian referee, Viktor Kasai. All the officials tonight from Hungary. The substitutes, look at the guys on both benches. Joel Lindpera withdrew from the national team a couple of years ago. He's kind of their version of Stephen Ireland. He's on the bench this evening, and there's some surprise, and there's been a little bit of controversy that he's back in their squad. And the Ireland subs, well, Keith Fahey over his injury, Simon Cox there, no room for Coleman or McCarthy, who we saw walk up the touchline a few minutes ago, or indeed Darren Gibson. They all look very disappointed not to be involved in the match day squad.
Yeah, you will be if it's such a big game, but the manager can only pick whatever 17 or so players. It's a decision that's difficult for him. But his big one tonight was Walters. I think it's a big call for him to leave Cox out, Cox has not done him any harm whatsoever when he's played for the manager. We'll have to see how that one pans out.
Robbie Keane and the Estonian captain Peroya tonight winning his 108th cap. He is a booking away from missing the second leg. Big threat from set pieces. The conditions are absolutely perfect here. It was very cold, almost freezing last night, but the temperature at about 4 or 5 degrees, and still some people coming in to the stadium. Ireland in their change strip of white and green. They will play from left to right in the first half, and the Irish supporters, they are behind Shay Gibbons' goal for this first 45 minutes of this Euro 2012 playoff. John Walters, a huge night for him. Biggest match he has been involved with and in. And the Irish team going into their now traditional pre-match huddle. And that is Konstantin Vasilev, top scorer in the qualifiers with 5 goals. He loves to shoot from distance, as does Tarmo Kink, the Middlesbrough lad who plays wide on the right. I wonder, is Paris being mentioned in that huddle? The pain of that defeat has been talked about a fair bit by everybody concerned with the Republic of Ireland squad this week. Perfect motivation for what's ahead as Trapattoni looks to bring Ireland to a major championship finals for the first time in 10 years. Underway in Tallinn. And a first touch for Jagr, the Estonian right back, a very experienced defensive unit for Estonia. Damien Duff, his touch just let him down. That's Kruglov and Duff working hard to get it back, and now Andrews, who was suffering the effects of a cold earlier in the week. Peroya's header. 15 is Klavan. Like Peroya, who plays with Vitesse, Klavan plays with AZ Alkmaar.
I think we've already seen there how the game's going to go. Jagr first ball straight up to the centre forward, Ayupara, and then Keith Andrews long ball to Walters.
Well, Walters up there making a nuisance of himself, cleared away by Martin Vunk. Stephen Kelly, Andrews and Walters looking to get into that gap between the left back and the left-sided centre back. Kelly's throw in, Walters with the flick. Keane beaten in the air by Peroya. Walters still competing. Vasilev is back helping out, couldn't keep it in play. Kelly, Dunn and St. Ledger, three of the Irish back four on yellow cards. Walters a clever flick and Peroya with the clearance away, and Vasilev is a very skillful footballer and didn't allow himself to be put under pressure. Stephen Ward was here 7 years ago in this city with Bohemians. In the UEFA Cup they drew 0-0. And Shamrock Rovers were here at this very ground earlier this season in Champions League qualifying, they drew. Vunk for Estonia just kicked it away. Ward. Sean St. Ledger for Walters, and Stepanov getting there ahead of him in the air, but Walters has it back. Estonia can't hang on to the ball, and one of the big issues for them over the course of this match, they've never been to this stage of any major competition before. How will they handle the whole thing?
Well, so far every Ireland player, when he gets the ball, looks forward to Jonathan Walters. I think we're going to see a lot of long balls played up to him tonight, and second balls that we need to pick up if he's not going to win them in the air.
Aerial bombardment continues. Peroya beats Walters in the air. Kruglov, and now Vasilev. Came off the outside of Shea Given's boot, and that's come off Damien Duff's head.
I think that was a little look at what the pitch is like with Shea Given there. There's little bobbles at wrong moments you've got to be very, very careful of.
Klavan's throw it. Ayupara went across for that, a big striker, 6'4". Walters and Keane playing together for the first time up front. They've trained well all week, we're told. Duff. Glenn Whelan. No. Klavan intercepting and then belting it forward. Ayupara is the only one up there for Estonia. Dunn's header. Vunk. Vasilev. Whelan putting him under the cosh. That's Stepanov. Peroya did well to get the ball away to Klavan. Vunk. Kruglov. Little dink forward for Vasilev, who will drift in that position behind the lone striker. Kruglov dispossessed. He was looking for the free kick, but the Hungarian referee wasn't interested, and that's belted out towards Aidan McGeady, but a long way away from finding the Spartak Moscow player.
See, that's what can get in players' heads, to start hitting long balls every time you see it. Keith Andrews turns around, Robbie Keane and Aidan McGeady waiting about 15 yards away, play it into their feet. He decides I have to kick it long and kicks it out to touch.
Ayupara, that came off McGeady. That's Richard Dunn. Jagr unable to keep it in for Estonia. Walters That's stepping off behind him. Another throw in. McGeady. Ward. Dmitriev in front of him, and that's gone straight out of play.
I think that's what we've got to try and do as well. Full-backs get forward. I think also Aidan McGeady and Damien Duff tonight could be pivotal. I think we need to get the balls out to them and need to get them to try take the full-backs on.
Pareko, the Estonian goalkeeper, plays with Wisla Krakow in Poland. Damien Duff actually scored against him for Fulham in the Europa League last week. He let 4 in and hasn't kept a clean sheet in this campaign so far. Walters at the flick. Keane couldn't do an awful lot with it. Pareko, no pressure on it. Time to clear. Ayupara the target, and Richard Dunn got there with him. Here's Vunk. For Ayupara, no way through there, and he's furious. Ayupara with Vunk for not playing the ball into feet.
First thing to do is look up for Ayupara, whether it's the goalkeeper or the full-backs. They try to get the balls to him and then push up into midfield and pick up balls after that.
Jager's clearance for Estonia. Here it is, Ayupara. Klavan combines well with Kruglov, but not on that occasion.
Yeah, they will switch as well at some stages of the game. Kruglov will go to left back.
Still supporters, mostly Estonian, coming into the stadium here in Tallinn. That's Whelan for Keane, stepping off, and that's Kink, who can't get into the Middlesbrough team at the moment, and now McGeady for Ireland. Keane is behind him. Dmitriev over there with Jager, and it's come off McGeady.
Just too much, boxed himself into a corner when he could have come out and just laid it back to Robbie Keane. But we've got to keep getting the ball out to him. It's just too much getting into that corner. There was no way out. In the end, it runs out for a goal kick.
Richard Dunn on the shoulders of Ayupara and fouling the Estonian striker. Giovanni Trapattoni, contract renewal on the line over the course of these 2 games. Hasn't been, thankfully, an awful lot of talk about all of that stuff, which will become an awful lot clearer after Tuesday night in the Aviva. Klavan's free kick, and Piroya, the centre-back up, won the header, but unable to do anything with it to help his team.
It's funny, Piroya, when he goes forward, he'll get his head to things, but when it's in his own box from set pieces, he doesn't seem to be able to get it near his head at all. This one is just whipped in. There's Piroya, who's the strongest in the air, and just couldn't get enough on it.
Well, Piroya has scored 8 goals for his country. He is certainly a threat. McGeady's flick on. Jager for Estonia. Dmitriev with the touch for Kink. Plays on the right, but loves to cut inside on his left foot and scores some spectacular goals. Here's Kruglov for Estonia. Klavan overlaps. Kruglov with the attempted cross. It came off Duff, and he just pulled on it first time, and St. Ledger cleared that with his thigh. Dmitriev, Keane and Andrews, and Stepanov got a foot in, and Estonia putting Ireland under pressure. Vasilev. They work tight on the touchline. Kruglov just dropping back into the left back position. can see Trapattoni screaming instructions at his players. I think it's McGeady in principle he's trying to get a message to, and he's all the way across on the other side of the pitch. Pareko's big boot forward. Ayupera, good control. Vasilev and Kruglov in a good position. Kelly across with him. They've got two in the box. Vasilev shoots. It took a deflection and just over the top. First corner of the game. They looked very dangerous there.
Yeah, broke very, very quickly, and Vasilev is the danger man. Said before the game he will strike them from long range. Kruglov just lays it back to him. As Keith Andrews just gets a little nick on it. Shea Given's not getting it if it dips any quicker, but it lands on top of the net. Kruglov with a little pull back. Vasiliev hits it first time. That deflection nearly done for Shea Given.
And it's Vasilev who will take the Estonian corner. Big threat at set pieces. Shea Given, safe pair of hands. That's a good take by Ireland's record appearance holder.
Yeah, well done. Takes the pressure right off your defenders when your goalkeeper can come and catch them like that. It's whipped in, plenty of pace, but Shea commanded, and he got hold of it very well.
And Walters won that flick, but Robbie Keane didn't read his intention. There's the corner again, and the take by Shea Given. All very congested. Ward and Stepanov seemed to foul Walters, but the referee wasn't interested. Wheeling out wide to McGeady. Andrews moving forward. That's Stepanov with the header out, and it's Vunk for Estonia. Misses Vasilev, but not Ayupera. Put out of play by Sean St. Ledger.
That was the opportunity for Aid McGeady to go at the fullback. He decided to cross it too early for me with his left foot. He needs to get past them and then try and whip them in.
Well, King, who is over on that far side for Estonia, has been talking McGeady up all week as the principal threat in this Irish team.
But Kink is not going to defend very much,
no.
So it's going to be one-on-one most of the time.
Walters this time finds Keane with the header. Now McGeady. Presence in the area for Ireland. Andrews arriving late. Andrews has scored. The Republic of Ireland take the lead, and Keith Andrews gets his third goal for his country. And what a start to this Euro 2012 playoff. 13 minutes in, they got the ball wide. McGeady's cross, and Keith Andrews was sneaking into the penalty area. And a brilliant finish. He couldn't have thrown it in there better.
Better position for McGeady to do his little tricks with the fullback, and the fullback doesn't get close enough. And it just gives McGeady that little space, and he can get it in. Keith Andrews with a great header. What a great run into the box. He's not picked up, and a great header. He needs to be against the fullbacks. This time it's Jagger, doesn't get close enough. There you see the run from Keith Andrews, and a great header into the bottom corner. Great start for Ireland.
That is a perfect start, and the build-up to that, Walters has struggled to find Robbie Keane with those flick-ons. On that occasion, in the build-up to it, he did. So Estonia still can't keep a clean sheet. Ireland have their goal. They have their away goal. Klavan. Kruglov. Whipped in across, and Ayupera was there, and Richard Dunn put a significant amount of pressure on him.
Great defended. That's what you want your centre-backs to do. You get your centre-forwards running to the near post. You need your centre-back close to him. He shouldn't really get the cross in, but Richard Dunn sees it and gets close enough to Ayupera to just put him off enough.
Vasilev. Vunk. Vasilev again. Stepanov. Jager. There's Kink. Spectacular goal against Serbia. Whips in the early cross. Kruglov around the back. They lost it. It was 2-on-1 for a moment.
I think Stephen Kelly's saying he lost it in the lights, because it's bad defending to let Kruglov get in around the back of him. It's a long, hopeful ball, and he's lost it completely, and he got away with it in the end. He seems to be pointing, or he's saying 2 against 1, I don't know, but he should deal with it.
Walters with the flick. Keane just couldn't get to it. Pareko clears. Ayupara. Well done, Damien Duff. His parents are here to watch this match in Estonia. That's for Walters. Got it back from Stepanov. Andrews, the Irish goal scorer. Damien Duff. Keane is through the middle. Won't get to him on this occasion. Here's Vasilev. Spread wide to Yaga. Pink is there with him also. Dmitriev. Half of this team is gathered by the names of Russian extraction. Kruglov. Ayupa through the middle makes his move. It didn't get into him though. And it's put into play by Keith Andrews. Now let's go down to the line and join Dave Kelly. Dave. And it's continuing to work as he takes on Stepanov, and a free kick in a central position for the Republic of Ireland. And is there a card coming from the Hungarian referee for Stepanov? There is indeed. He's not one of the 3 starters in the Estonian 11 who's in danger of missing the second leg, but a yellow card against Andrei Stepanov.
And rightly so. McGeady doing what he does best. Quick runs at people and causes them problems. Stepanov, if you do that to him enough in the game, he will give away silly free kicks like this. Now it's time, if you can get at him again, keep getting that Stepanov. He's already been booked.
St. Ledger and Ward have come forward for this free kick, which the 2 boys from centre midfield are standing over. Whelan's now just moved away as Andrews sizes this up. 3 in the Estonian wall. Andrews just dinks that in. St. Ledger looking in for Keane. Walters! Not too far away.
He knows it was a chance, and he just couldn't get his foot around it enough to get it back into that top corner. It's a well-worked free kick, but we said set pieces, they're not very good, and they're waiting again there, Estonia. When the ball's headed back, it's Paroka, they all let it go. Walters just can't flick it around that corner enough to get it in that top corner.
McGeady. Whelan getting stuck in. There's Vunk. Free kick to Estonia.
This is the free kick. I think you will see. It's Vunk goes in on Robbie Keane here.
Ayupara. Fancy bit of skill, which did not work. Piroya easily beating Walters in the air. Ayupara. Andrews at his heels. Here's Vunk. Vasilev. Kink is looking for it far side. They eventually work it out to Yaga. And there's King. They can't let him shoot. That's what he's angling for. That was a long way off the mark from Tarmo Kink. He has a reputation for this fearsome shot on his left side.
Well, if you can't take him on his right, because he doesn't look to have any right foot whatsoever, take him outside down that line and see if he can cross it with his right, but don't let him come inside like that. They closed him down just enough in the end. First Whelan, then Andrews. King couldn't get a shot on target.
Piroya. You've got it. Vasilev. Kruglov to his left, to his right is that man again, King. Faced by Stephen Ward, and he's beaten him on the outside, but Glenn Whelan was across quickly and puts the ball out for a corner. And again, they bring the big guys forward. The 2 centre-backs, Piroya and Stepanov, go into the penalty area along with Klavan.
Yeah, well covered round. Your midfielder helping out your full-back. Probably could have kicked it out for a throw-in rather than a corner.
It's Vasilev who will take their second corner. Pace on that. Contact was made, but they couldn't direct it goalward. Kruglov has a right foot, he's very left-footed, and that's an easy catch in the end for Shay Given in the Irish goal.
They put you under pressure with all the big men, don't they? It's going to be difficult, but you've just got to stand up to it, and you will hope Richard Dunn and St. Ledger can stand up to the balls coming into the box like this and get headers and get the ball away.
Vasilev not happy with the pressure he was put under by Keith Andrews. Dmitriev, Yaga, Kink, Slava. He can shoot from distance too. He's very ambitious.
You don't mind players shooting from there, but Estonia, since they've gone 1-0 down, they've started to play a bit more football with them. They're playing it around and they're starting to get further into Ireland's half. Ireland have just dropped off that little bit. They need to start getting on the ball and again say get out wide. Lavin from 30-35 yards, you don't really mind if there's not many of them are going to go in the top corner.
Well, the Republic of Ireland have the lead, they have the away goal. The second leg to come live from the Aviva Stadium next Tuesday. The programme begins at 7 o'clock. Kickoff is at 7:45. It's actually just, almost 10 past 10 local time. We're 2 hours ahead here. Robbie Keane digs out the cross. Walters looking for somebody to work off him. That somebody is Damien Duff. Help from Stephen Kelly. Whelan's looking for it. Piroya got a foot in and Kruglov clears for Estonia. And Vasilev sets off down this near side. Vunk works the other side with Yaga. Dmitriev pushes forward. Vunk. Whelan deceived by quick feet. Chance for him to shoot perhaps now. It's Vasilev, the 5-goal hero. Vasilev wasn't far away. That was a brilliant effort. They let him shoot. They've been given plenty of opportunities to shoot from distance, and just how close was this? Given was worried, he was at full stretch.
I think Ireland know already that these wilderness, like Kink has tried one, Kruglov, Klavan, they're all trying long shots, but this is the one who's the best at it, Vasiliev. This is not far away, as you can see by how Shay Given gets across his goal, and he's worried all the way, Shay. And luckily the ball just swings wide of that post. Good angle here to see Shay dive across his goal. It's not far away.
While you're watching all those replays, the Republic of Ireland have a free kick from that position. Vasiliev was close. Ward is in a central position in the Estonian penalty area. Whelan sets it up for Walters to attack. Ayupara. Now Whelan. Damien Duff sends it back in. Walters beaten in the air by Stepanov. Richard Dunn is there. Piroya. And now Ayupara tees that up for Kruglov to set off. Klavat. Vunk. Vasilev. Tarmo Kink. Yager overlaps it. Dmitriev. He can shoot as well. Ayupara. Dmitriev. Vunk. Vasilev. Whelan in front of him. Kink is on. Kruglov sneaking into the penalty area on this near side, and Kink has to go back to Yager after he's put under pressure by McGeady. Now Vunk. And Kink, Ayupara is waiting in the middle. The cross into him was poor. Stepanov. And a decent period of possession for Estonia comes to an end as Ward has just given it back to Yager. Dmitriev. Klavan. Damien Duff there with him, and now Andrews Has Keane and Walters ahead and McGeady to his side. Andrews. Plenty of space over here for Damien Duff, but he's now been drawn into a central position from wide right. Andrews. Back for Andrew. Stephen Ward. Walters looking for it through the middle, stepping off, getting there ahead of Robbie Keane. Here is Aidan McGeady overlapping his Ward, and that's come off Kink, and it's a throw into the Republic of Ireland. Better
bit of possession for Ireland. Just takes the heat out of the situation because Estonia were starting to get on top a little bit.
John Walters. Wanted the corner, didn't get it. Funk. Ayupara. Dimitria. Through glove. Savan wraps around it. Dimitria. Jager. Kink. Big boot forward, St. Ledger on that occasion closest to Ayupara. Glenn Whelan came as in an offside position, stepping off. Clavan, through glove, has to go back to Piroia. Played against Ireland in 2001, that 2-0 win for Mick McCarthy's team. Stepping off, angling this for through glove, Kelly and Gibbon, most importantly of all there. Covered the run that time.
Yeah, done well, Shay. Long ball over the top. It just takes all the pressure off your full-backs and your centre-backs if your goalkeeper's prepared to come and get those balls that come over the top of them.
Walters trying to cushion the header back. There's Kruglov's run and Gibbons' take. Ayupara as the ball was played forward.
Them balls up to Ayupara. Vasiliev is getting himself into little positions between Glenn Whelan and Keith Andrews and the two centre-backs. If they're going to drop balls into the centre-forward, he has to be picked up quicker.
Here's Aidan McGeady. Vasilev, Dmitriev. Vasilev and Dmitriev both play their club football in Russia. Only one home-based player in the Estonian squad of 23. Nobody from Flora Tallinn, the Estonian champions. Vasilev, Kink trying to get in around the back, and Ward did extremely well. I'm sure he could feel Kink at his shoulder. Did well, third corner for Estonia.
Getting the congratulations of his teammates because it was a good tackle. He needed to get the ball. Any mistiming of that and a penalty would have been given from very well.
Piroia, Ayupara of course in there, stepping off. Clavan waiting for the corner, which will be taken again by Vasilev. Low trajectory, and Robbie Keane taking it and then losing it. Clavan stepping up a stayed forward. Keane is back helping out. He finds John Walters. He's dispossessed though by Vasilev, and then Dmitriev shifts it quickly out wide to King. King shoots from distance way out. Took a little nick on the way through. But that's a very comfortable save for Shea Given.
So it should be. He was nearly on the touch line when he shot King. There's some goal if it goes in from there.
Well, that's their thing, shooting from distance. Kelly. Eventually took it from it. Ward has been drawn out of position. Andrews just slotting in. And there was a slip by Vasilev on the sandy surface, which helped the Irish cause. Here's Stephen Kelly. Walters just checks his run. Kelly's still going. Kelly's cross and Pareko. No trouble to him. And Vasilev from the goalkeeper's quick kick out. And that last touch, Ayupara, and it's an Irish throw-in.
Well, Vasilev is starting to get a little bit of space. Dmitriev and Vunka now stepping up back into midfield and starting to run the game. Glenn Whelan and Keith Andrews are going with him, and Vasilev is getting himself into an awful lot of good positions. We need to bring one of the centre forwards back into centre midfield for just 10 minutes and settle it down again. This is a little throwback to the Russia thing, where they had the two centre midfields that were picking up all the balls. Andrews and Whelan cannot get close enough. Get Keane or Walters back in there for 5 minutes.
Well, if you want to get involved in the debate online during or indeed after this match, details of RTE Soccer's Facebook pages and also the Twitter address if you want to tweet. And almost had snow on it. Walters with the flick on, but giving it straight to Clavan. Damien Duff almost won it back for Ireland. Kruglow. Stephen Kelly intercepts. Vasilev, here he is drifting, and Richard Dunn. That's come right into the press area. Ronnie almost caught it.
Put it on the back of me now.
13 minutes to go to half-time in Tallinn, and Walters can outpace Piroja. He's a little wide, he's no support. Walters has to do it all himself. Just over the top from John Walters, but Piroja seemed to have a parachute on. He was going backwards, and Walters used his pace. The angle was tricky, and just over the top of the shot.
Yeah, that would be my guess why he's in the team, because he can do that. He can run forward better than Simon Cox. If he does that more often, he may get an easier chance, because he was just too wide on this one. He tried in the end, there's nobody with him. He tries in the end to whip it across the goalkeeper, but just can't hit the target.
Kelly. And Walters unmarked, just as that came through to him. Andrews, McGeady. Keane. Jager in front. Andrews just sneaking forward, and that's sailed over the head of Walters, and there was nobody around the back. Damien Duffy got drawn in.
Got in there too early. You know, you've got to wait till McGeady gets himself a space to get the cross in and then make your move. You've just gone much too early, Damien Duffy.
Oh, a mistake by Dmitriev, and Keane is absolutely creamed by Stepanov, who is on a yellow card, and Stepanov has to go. The card out already, and Stepanov has picked up another card, and he's gone. And Estonia a goal down, and now a man down. Dmitriev put the centre back into all sorts of trouble. He didn't spot Robbie Keane, but Estonia down to 10 men in the 35th minute here in Tallinn.
What did Dmitriev see? I do not know, because he passes it straight to Robbie Keane. We said before the game Stepanov would probably get himself mixed up with his feet. But what a terrible ball by Dmitriev, and then Robbie Keane just pushes it past Stepanov, and he's absolutely upended. That would have been nearly a red card without a second yellow and then a red.
His 87th cap ends very early, and the match swings even more towards the Republic of Ireland.
It's a bad tackle as well, and Robbie's very lucky not to hurt himself a little bit more because he's landed straight on his neck. The referee's got no decision really to make. He's got to go. But Dimitriev put his centre back under so much pressure.
Can they pile even more agony on Estonia from this free kick? Stepanov was applauded off the park by the Estonian fans in front of us here. Whelan can smack these, and so can Andrews. Damien Duff in a decent position too, and it's Whelan who drills it. No
conviction, and what a great time to score a goal when the lad's sent off. You would expect him at least to hit the target, go up, hit it with conviction. If the goalkeeper saves it, he saves it. But it's times like that when you want to really make it work, when they've gone down to 10 men, when they're not happy, blast it over the bar, try and hit the keeper with it.
Will the Republic of Ireland be able to hammer home their advantage? Plenty of debate going on down at the edge of the technical area with Giovanni Trapattoni and Marco Tardelli. Klavan, it appears, has dropped in to fill the vacancy left by Stepanov's card. Here's Vasilev for Estonia. Vasilev absolutely surrounded, just shifted it wide, and Damien Duff got across. Kruglov is now at left back, as you can see there, and Klavan partnering Piroja in the centre for Estonia. Walters.
Yeah, Vunkus just moved from the centre midfield over onto the left.
Andrews, as you look at Vasilev attacking. Pink. Dimitriev. What on earth was he thinking?
This is a great chance for Ireland, you know, because the likes of Kink and Vasiliev do not want to defend. And if they don't defend, surely when we go forward, we've got extra men all over the pitch. We have to start getting on the ball and running at them now.
A goal up at a man up in the away leg. Walters. Stephen Kelly. No.
Walters is going mad because Walters has laid it back in there and he's made a magnificent run in behind Klavan. Stephen Kelly gets his head up, he just nips it over the top of Klavan and he's in.
Dimitriev. King. Jager with him, hugging that far touchline. Vasilev taking up a good position, but that was awful. Ayupera goes down in the penalty area.
See, you're up a man, so you need to get on the ball. Shay Givens caught it. Kelly's run wide right. Roll it to him and let's get on with an attack quickly. No, we've stopped it. We kicked it back to them straight away. We could have been down the pitch with the ball with Stephen Kelly. You've got to work out when you're down. You know, if you're a man up, you go and attack them. You use that advantage.
King. Pete Fatty has gone out to warm up, along with Stephen Hunt and Paul McShane. Is there any significance in that at this stage of the match as we head towards half-time? Estonia have been awarded a free kick. Robbie Keane ain't happy.
See, Robbie's saying now, what he said was they've 10 men, keep playing. It was Stephen Ward who kicked the long one, but Robbie wants him now to get it on the ground and pass it about.
Piroja. St. Ledger with the header. Ward. In for Keane. He's tried to set the tone and change the way things play. The Irish captain, I think, play out from here. Damien Duff. Kruglov is the new left back. Assistance from Stephen Kelly. Walters drifting out wide. Klavan there with him. Kruglov putting the ball into play. There's the aforementioned Keith Fahey. Kelly. The three waiting in for the cross, and Walters couldn't direct it on target.
That's a difficult ball to try and get on target. There's no pace on it. You're outside the front post. You're just trying to get some sort of flick on it.
Kink for Estonia as you watch Pareko catching that early cross in. Ayupara, Vasilev was there, just working close to him. Dmitriev, Ayupara, Vasilev, Vunk. No.
Yeah, they find it difficult now, Estonia. Trying to pass it, but the passes are just not going in the direction they want them.
Given away badly, poor pass from Whelan. Kruglov drifts away from Ayupara, whose foot was very high, and it caught Stephen Ward just as he tried to head that. And there's a yellow card for Ayupara. A dangerous play.
Yeah, his foot is up, but I don't think he means it. I think he doesn't see Stephen Ward. Lifts his foot up to control the ball. He's looking at the ball. You can see he's looking at the ball. He thinks he can just control. He's only caught him in the shoulder. It's not a yellow card for me. Seems to have his eye on the ball at all times.
Just while you were watching that, I've been looking down a few yards in front of us. Giovanni Trapattoni is absolutely livid at the moment, roaring things at Marco Tardelli. King for Estonia. Dmitriev. Klavan. Kruglov. Double teamed by Kelly and Duff. It came off Kelly's arm. He didn't know an awful lot about it. Dmitriev. Estonia down to 10 men. Andrews put them behind, gave Ireland the lead very early in the game, and Ireland have given away a free kick in a dangerous position.
Dangerous position because this man Vasiliev will hit it. Keith Andrews' left foot catches Vasiliev's left foot also. This is the sort of positions they try to shoot from.
He's taken a pretty decent run up to this, Vasiliev. Kruglov to his right. 2.5 minutes to the break. Vasiliev drilling that, and it was rising all the time.
Yeah, I think as a player you'd be always wanting a fella to shoot from there. You know, he was at 35-40 yards out. Got to be a very, very good free kick to beat a goalkeeper like Shea Given. From that distance, it's got to be so accurate to go in.
Piroya's headed forward for Estonia. Ward just hooks it back. Piroya again. Important that Ward got to that. Vasiliev had drifted in behind him. Glenn Whelan. John Walters. Klavan. Dmitriev. Ayupara. Dmitriev. Klavan. Invited to come forward with it. It came off Whelan, and now Keane. Ayupara has it back for Estonia. Kelly diving in. Damien Duff. Plenty of pace on that pass. Vasiliev it is who's there with Duff. Whelan digs that out and finds McGeady, who drifted in central. Keane is ahead of him. McGeady taking on Jager, and Jager got a left foot to that, and McGeady tried the trick to get round him. It's actually come off the Estonian right back, and a throw into the Republic of Ireland. Last minute of the first half. Andrews, McGeady. Oh, well played to Ward. Possibilities for Ireland here. Ward never looked up. Walters and Keane just held their positions, and Ward drilled it across the face of goal. He was expecting somebody to gamble and push on in there, but nobody did.
No, Robbie Keane stood on the edge of the box with his arms in the air. Maybe if he had made a run across the centre back, he might have got on the end of it. Maybe Ward could have done a little bit better with it.
Ronnie with the goal lead, with numerical advantage now. There's a huge opportunity for the Republic of Ireland here to do serious damage in Tallinn before we even get to talk about next Tuesday.
Yeah, and I think that's what they've got to go and do. They've got to go and try and win this comprehensively now. It's a minute at a time. You know, go in half-time 1-0 and come out second half, and let's go and try and get the job done.
The goal came early, 13 minutes from Keith Andrews. Stepanov was sent off in the 35th minute. Ayupara, Vasilev, Kink, Estonia with several shots from distance, some of them way off target. A couple of them had Shea given worried, one in particular from Vasilev, which he went flying after, and there is the whistle for the end of the first half. It's been a very good first half for the Republic of Ireland, taking the lead, scoring their away goal in the 13th minute, and it swung even further in Ireland's favour with the red card for Andrei Stepanov. Estonia down to 10 men. Big chance for Ireland to really do damage here in Estonia and perhaps finish this thing before it gets back to Dublin. Bill and his panel will analyse the first half, but it's Estonia 0, the Republic of Ireland 1. That's to come after this break.
Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012.
Looking around the two teams, no changes to either side for the start of this second half. A huge opportunity for the Republic of Ireland to put this tie out of reach ahead of the match back in Dublin on Tuesday. The last time Ireland lost a lead in a competitive game, a good while ago, October 2006, in Cyprus, when they lost by 5 goals to 2. Apart from that goal conceded against Armenia in Dublin in the last match in the group, well, before that the Republic of Ireland set all sorts of records for not conceding. Something like 840 minutes without conceding a goal, and they're unbeaten in their last 9 matches. Walters seemed to pick up a little bit of a knock before half-time, but was able to run it off. That's put out by Kink. Walters with the flick, Piroya with the header for Estonia. Throw in. McGeady had the chance to cross, and the chance to cross gone as it's blocked by Dimitriev. Stephen Kelly. Damien Duff. Anders making a good run forward. He's trapped by Vunk, and here's Duff. He can shoot from distance too, and Duff just dragging it wide.
They're never really on. There's a lot of space in midfield because Vasiliev is not playing. He's trying to get up front with Ayupara all the time, and it's leaving 3 against 4 in midfield for Estonia. We have got to make it count.
Damien Duff involved in that last play, his 93rd cap tonight. Scored 8 goals. You'd think he would have scored many more for his country. And will he get the chance to aim near the 100 next summer in Poland and the Ukraine? It's a long way away. Here's Whelan. Just too strong for Robbie Keane. Now Vasiliev, the real danger, and it's nicked back off him by Andrews. And St. Ledger spinning around. It's a free kick to Estonia though. And it's a poor one. While you're watching that, they've taken the free kick and given the ball away. McGeady. Duff. Plenty of space for him. Kruglov is the left back in front of him. Dimitriev there as well. Stephen Kelly assisting. Walters has come short looking for it. It goes for Duff. Richard Dunn. Ball took a couple of bad bobbles as it came to it. Possibilities here. He's combined with Ward. Early cross in, and Keane. That's come off Clavan, the defender. Still there for Ireland. Damien Duff. Duff sends it across, and Pereyko saves it down low.
Yeah, you see, that's what can happen when you keep the ball on the ground and go across the pitch. Comes across to Ward, outside to McGeady, a cross in from Ward, and we get a chance to score goals. That's what we've got to do. We've got to keep the ball. When it comes out to Damien Duff, he tries to whip one across the goal. Goalkeeper saves it. The chance comes from passing the ball earlier on.
Ireland attacking on the far side with Damien Duff, and Duff did extremely well. Beat a couple of players, but just couldn't get Walters in behind. Ayupara has a yellow card against him. That was for Vasilev, and that wasn't too far off. St. Ledger. It's too strong for McGeady, but not for Ward. They've combined once already in this second half. Here they go again. McGeady. Cross was not great. Jager got there, and McGeady taking on Jager, and he's put it out for the corner. McGeady not happy with himself.
No, he was in a good position to try and take Jager on, but he just couldn't do it. Good defender by Jager, who got the ball away for a corner.
Estonia bring everybody back. Well, everybody they've still got left on the pitch. Apart from Vasilev inside their penalty area. Jager's on the near post. Walters and Keane in close to Pereyko, the goalkeeper. Duff takes it, hangs it up there. Pereyko was struggling. Piroja got a vital touch on that for Estonia. The goalkeeper didn't look comfortable there at all.
No, the goalkeeper doesn't like to come for a lot of things, and at times the two centre-backs will look for him to come, and they get mixed up together. This is the corner, floated in by Duff. Goalkeeper doesn't know. He's not even got off his feet, the goalkeeper. Start getting some balls in under that post now.
Keith Andrews has a problem, and he's going to have to go off the field of play. Blood coming from his nose. Shades of Moscow. Are we going to have to change the shirt? Dmitriev. They're still working on Andrews. It's 10v10 at the moment. Stephen Kelly and Richard Dunn there for the Republic of Ireland. That's still in play. Kruglov. Vasilev is the furthest forward. Stephen Ward sends it back to Shay Gibbon. They're continuing to work on Keith Andrews. There is another white jersey there. As we now know, it doesn't have to have the number on it. Maybe they have another one. They normally change the shirts at half time. See left ear picture where they continue to try and get Keith Andrews ready to come back into the match. Jager for Estonia. Ayupara sailed over his head. Duff. Alan Byrne and Kieran Murray, the physio, are working hard on Andrews as Estonia give away a free kick. Walters ending up on the deck, fouled by Piroja.
Silly free kick by Piroja. Just runs straight into the back of Walters, who's never getting near the ball. Can Ireland do something with it?
Andrews wants to get back in. They have another shirt, and it has the 8 on the front and the back, but they still can't quite stop the bleeding, it appears. And the fourth official's over there offering an opinion as Vasilev has it for Estonia. Andrews wants to get back in. And the visiting team back up to the full complement. There's Andrews. Just getting there ahead of Walters. Here he is.
Balls like that from Richard Dunn are too long too early. We need to keep the ball a little bit longer before we can start making balls up front like that.
Bunk into traffic. Bunk got it back again. He goes down. Free kick right outside the penalty area. Bunk fell into the Republic of Ireland penalty area, but this is in a very dangerous position.
It seemed to take a referee an eternity to give anything. That's a complete dive by Bunk. Nobody touches him and he goes down so easy, looking for a penalty. And the referee makes up his mind probably 4 or 5 seconds later. Nobody's near him. Yeah, dangerous situation.
Vasilev standing over it for Estonia. Glenn Whelan setting the wall. Shea Given is happy. Ayuper is in there. Vasilev low. This time it's just wide. It came off an Irish player, and it's an Estonian corner. Who got the touch? Estonia are making a substitution. Ayupa, who's on a yellow card, is going off, and he's being replaced by Vladimir Vosko-Bonyukov, who wears number 8. He was a late addition to the Estonian squad. Plays in Finland with Himki. Vasilev with the corner. It's away by Sean St. Ledger. Just in the last couple of minutes, it didn't feel all that comfortable for Ireland. Bunk's shot blocked by Duff. There's Piroya, the centre-back, who stayed forward. Vosko-Bonyukov hooking it over his shoulder and hooking it wide.
A lot of pressure from the Estonians now. They seem to have got a second win from somewhere. This is the free kick. Vasiliev low and hard along the ground. It's Richard Dunn who gets the touch on it. Could have gone anywhere.
A reminder, and Ireland don't need reminding of the threat. McGeady. Keane is over there with him. McGeady standing on the ball and then getting the shot away, and it was just tailing wide from the moment he struck it. By the way, the substitution, Vosko-Bonyukov, as you saw in that last Estonian attack, it's like for like. He's a big front man, 6'1". He had been out of favour. He fell out with the manager. But back in with him now and into this game. Richard Dunn climbing high. That was a handball against Piroya. Free kick to the Republic of Ireland.
Richard Dunn, big strong header.
No foul on Damien Duff. He did seem to fall rather easily. And Walters nicking in front of Clavan. Irish throwing.
Now Estonians not happy. They think it's their ball.
Again, as you watch Damien Duff prepare to take this free kick, I think there was some confusion on the Irish bench. Richard Dunn was shouting something across towards Trapattoni, and they made the signal as if he was going to go off, but he's not going to go off. He's staying on, and Trapattoni and company look a little happier for a second or two. Glenn Whelan. Keith Andrews' goal in the first half, early in the first half. The difference between the two teams, and Ireland have numerical advantage after stepping off, was sent off for 2 yellows. Andrews bursting into the box as Damien Duff sends that across. McGeady back in with it, and it's harmless in the end. Perico had no trouble at all. St. Ledger, it was a tricky bounce. Vosko Boniakov for Estonia. Vunk charging into the area, brilliant from Stephen Ward. In the right place at the right time, and that was a vital interception. It's come off McGeady for a throw-in for Estonia. Another reminder, the threat is still there. Vunk challenged by Andrews right on the edge of the penalty area. Referee saw nothing wrong. Here's Walters. Keane has been shadowed at the moment. There were 3 back. Walters has to wait for some help. That was too risky. Whelan and Vasilev collide. Damien Duff. Kelly. Duff again.
And all the good stuff's coming from the 10 men. Ireland cannot get themselves back into this game.
The big boot forward from Richard Dunn. Vunk. Klava. They're getting great encouragement from their own fans. Vosko Boniakov is the furthest forward. Flag has gone up.
See, that's the time to put the ball down quick. When they put men forward, they lash the long ball up, people are pushed through from midfield, get the ball down quick, get an attack going. But they don't. They slow everything down again, and we kick a long ball back to them.
Well, the local director focusing in on Richard Dunn once more. Does he have a problem? Going to go off. Ward for Ireland. McGeady. Estonia getting ready to make another substitution, and the reaction of the crowd to this player, Joe Lindpera, will be very interesting. Took himself out of contention for this team for the last 2 years as he went and played in America with Thierry Henry at New York Red Bulls. He's a big star in the MLS. He played against Robbie Keane in that MLS game not so long ago. A very skillful attacking player, and Lindpera will be on right now.
Pravan was very lucky not to get a yellow card there. He's just took Damien Duff right out of the game.
It's Vunk who's going off, and even though this guy Lindpera is a controversial selection, you can hear what the Tallinn crowd think of it. His recovery complete, his return will he mark it with something other than a substitute's appearance. First action for him will be to defend this free kick, which Damien Duff will take. Richard Dunn is in there. Duff's delivery, Peroya. And then King able to clear for Estonia. Gibbon just boots that forward for Walters. Peroya beats him comfortably in the air. It's come to Andrews. Now Whelan shifts it out wide to McGeady. Hung in the air, and it's Jager there with him, and McGeady goes around the outside. Lovely cross from McGeady. Keane trying to attack it, and Lindpera involved straight away. Only half clears. Duff and Andrews colliding, and Duff has gone down and not moving. He's badly injured. Estonia play on. Duff still down, needing treatment. Estonia not in the mood. They don't have to put the ball into play, and they're not going to do so. King for Estonia. Duff hasn't moved an awful lot down in front of the Estonian goal, and Jager, and the referee, running back to see what exactly is wrong with Damien Duff. Game has been stopped.
The referee has run 70 yards, and then when he gets to the player, he decides to call the trainer on. This is the incident. It seems to be his hip. It looks like it's his right hip has caught Glenn Whelan, but he hadn't moved for a long time.
Still not moving an awful lot. Kieran Murray has just sent the instruction. A stretcher's coming on for Duff. They're not quite ready to make a substitution and lose Damien Duff in this match.
No, that hand signal to me would mean hang on a minute.
Yeah,
it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I think he's probably got a bang in the hip, and it's just very, very sore at the moment. That'll go away very quickly. I don't think Damien Duff is the main worry at the moment. Here it is again, straight into Whelan. There. I think the main worry is what else is happening on the pitch, because Ireland are just going backwards in this game. They can't get on the ball, and the Estonians are causing them all sorts of problems.
I think he's going to be okay. Stretcher not needed. And the ball returned by Robbie Keane to Klava. Vasilev. Klava. Limpera. Klava. Vasilev. He'll run the show, dropping deep to try and set up players in a better position. Andrews for Ireland, whipping that around for Walters. Great control from Big John Walters. Andrews. Duff still can't get back in now. He'll be able to come on or come back onto the field of play.
A good ball down the line to Walters, but when he looked round, Keith Andrews getting fouled, but when he looked round Walters, there wasn't many from midfield getting forward quickly to help him. I know Duffer was off the pitch, but there wasn't many more getting up there quick.
St. Ledger gone into the Estonian penalty area. Poor delivery from the free kick. Limpera. Vosko Bonico. Vasilev switching wide. It's just a bit too ambitious. Long from Richard Dunn. Slavin's header, it was easy for him. Whelan. McGeady. Ward. Keeping it, but probing for an opening to really threaten. Second goal would not finish it as Keane tries to get in around the back, but it would make things even stronger. At times though you look at this game and you wonder who's got 10, who's got 11.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It looks like Estonia have got 11 at the moment, we've got 10. There's not enough people looking for the ball, especially if on the centre-backs have got it.
Now you're looking around to see what sort of options Richard Dunn has. The lack of options ahead of him led him to do that. Still, the conversations continue on the Irish bench with Trapattoni. Here's Keane and now McGeady. Faced with Jagger. McGeady drilling it through. Perlico on a chance for Keane. Keane trying to lift it in. Walters in after it. Is it over the line? Is it over the line? Yes! They've gotten a second goal in Tallinn. It looked as if Estonia had managed to keep it out. 2-0 doesn't finish it, but it makes the position even stronger. 2 away goals at least to take to the Aviva on Tuesday.
What a time for the second goal to come. And we were just getting overrun, Ireland, and it looked like Estonia with a team that would score his next goal. But Jonathan Walters has repaid his manager for picking him on the night. It was a better move by Ireland. The attack was quick and McGeady got on it. He cuts inside and he hits a very, very good ball with his right foot. Goalkeeper Pareco can only palm it away. Robbie Keane gets on it. I don't know whether he tried to score or not, or whether he's seen Walters, but a good header down by Walters. And the linesman's flag went up to say it was a goal. Then Pareco pushes it away. Robbie Keane, far post. Jonathan Walters, yes, well over the line.
Walters' first goal for his country, his first competitive start tonight, his third cap in all. And right in front of the 14 or 1500 Irish fans down at that end of the ground, Walters scores a famous goal. The job ain't done. Estonia have brought a player on at Poirier, an attacking player who scored 1 goal in the qualifiers. And we will confirm who's gone off. It's King, who was playing wide right. Piroja was claiming for a penalty. Vosko Błonnikov, did he handle that? But it doesn't matter because the ball is ended back with Shea Given. But this is a very strong position for Ireland now, just as we were wondering about numerical superiority, who in fact had it. And McGeady has lost the ball to Poirier, the fresh man in, and he's fouled by Aidan McGeady. McGeady don't think so, but the referee was only a yard or two away, and he gives Estonia the free kick.
Yeah, never going to happen if he had just laid the ball back. Silly tackle then by Aidan after he should have given the ball back to Stephen Ward.
Vasilev with the free kick for Estonia. St. Ledger happy just to get a right boot on that and put it out of play. Dimitriev. Kind of lazy style, he looks really tired. Vosko Błonnikov, that's Richard Dunn's header. Limpera with Stephen Kelly for company. Clavan. St. Ledger had it, lost it, then got it back again. Is Stephen Ward. Keane and Yaga coming together of both players. Limpera, nobody in blue in there. Kruglo. Vosko Błonnikov beaten by St. Ledger in the air. Vasilev dispossessed by Andrews. Keane ahead of it. Walters to his left. Andrews shoulder to shoulder with Piroja. Free kick is the decision of the Hungarian referee, and this is in a good position perhaps for Andrews or indeed Whelan. And it's a yellow card for Piroja. He will miss the second leg in Dublin. The Vitesse Arnhem player and the Estonian captain will not make the trip with his teammates to the Aviva.
Yeah, it's Keith Andrews running straight through the middle. It's a bit soft actually. He couldn't really get out of the way.
Stepanov sent off in this match tonight for 2 yellows. Piroja will miss the Dublin game, and that picture tells its own story. Andrews, Duff and Whelan, the 3 wise men, as Vosko Błonnikov organises the Estonian wall. It's moved back the required distance. Andrews in prime position to strike this. And here is Andrews all the way through. The goalkeeper thrown in Keane. 3-0. Is that enough to take back to Dublin? 3 away goals in Tallinn, and Robbie Keane has scored another one in a playoff, his 4th for the Republic of Ireland in a playoff. That could be the most important of all. 3-0. There can't be any way back for Estonia, you would think, from here, and they can finish this off this evening in Tallinn, and it'll make a very happy flight home in the early hours of tomorrow morning. 3-0 to the Republic of Ireland in the first leg of this playoff.
The elation on the Ireland bench was unbelievable. I looked at the bench when this goal went in. Keith Andrews, the goalkeeper's terrible. He throws a leg at it. Robbie Keane there again to get yet another goal. But the elation all around the ground from everyone Irish. The bench was up, the crowd have gone wild, and the players on the pitch have gone absolutely ecstatic. Is that enough? I would think so, but I think there's more goals for us tonight if we want to go and get them.
Stephen Hunt is going to come on next time there's an opportunity as you look at it again. Keane's 52nd goal for his country, his 113th cap tonight, a sensational scoring record. And who would have dreamt of this kind of a scoreline in the first leg of a playoff for Euro 2012?
Yeah, we weathered the storm. It put us under a bit of pressure at the start of the second half, but we weathered it and we defended, as they have done right throughout the campaign. Well, they kept the ball out of goal, and then they went down and got a couple more. Damien Duff will come off. Stephen Hunt will go on the right for him.
Stephen Hunt's 36th appearance for his country.
He looks as if he just wants to give a big smile, doesn't he, Duffer, as he comes off?
Well, himself and Stephen Kelly at Fulham have talked of little else over the last few days when they came up against Pareco in the Europa League last week. That was the talk, and they've been so looking forward to this. Stephen Hunt, Krugloff. Italy beat these guys home and away in the group. Slovenia also beat them here. Limpera, that's come off the shins of Stephen Kelly.
Well, they're throwing everything forward now. They've got Limpera, Vosko Bonyukov and Pereira, three up front now. They've gone to get something out of the game, and they are vulnerable.
And all you can hear around the stadium in Tallinn is songs from Republic of Ireland fans. Klavan had the pace to go with Robbie Keane. Walters. Dimitriev. Andrews in at his ankles. Free kick Estonia.
Yeah, well closed down, Keith Andrews. Good areas to close people down. It wasn't a free kick, he got the ball.
Keith Fahy has been given the nod. He'll be on in a couple of minutes. Krugloff sending that in high for Limpera. But there is still another leg of this playoff to go, and it's next Tuesday night back in Dublin. You can watch it live on RTE2 television. The programme starts at 7, kick-off 7:45. The Republic of Ireland have never qualified for a major tournament at home. The way this is shaping up, that should be the night. Vasilev for Estonia, desperate to get something back. Poirier, the substitute. Dimitriev. Krugloff. Down to 10 men, and that didn't stick in there. Richard Dunn's header only as far as Vasilev. Yager. Dimitriev. Poirier comes trying to get involved. Whelan belts it forward for Robbie Keane. Peroya is back there with him, and Keane looking for a handball. Keane has got the decision. Free kick, good position for Ireland.
The linesman give it, and it's a deliberate handball as well. He's already been booked. He's got him again, he's gone. Deliberate handball, you've got to give him a yellow card.
Peroya, the captain, was already out of the game in Dublin, but now they are down to 9, and a deliberate handball against the Estonian captain. Down to 9 men, and it's just going from bad to worse for Estonia. They may not have a defence in Dublin next week. As it is, 3-0 down.
Yeah, Robbie Keane sees it straight away, puts him under a lot of pressure. Robbie does well. Peroya sticks a hand out, knocks the ball away. Deliberate handball, you've got to go, I'm sorry. Here it is from a different angle. Robbie just gets his body across, knocks Peroya off balance, and he sticks his right hand out. Linesman's right on cue, linesman flags straight away.
Well, there was panic from the last free kick, which Andrews took. It looks on this occasion as if it'll be Stephen Hunt to try and curl it left-footed. Hunt drills it. He's well off.
Still things like that, isn't it? You just see the goalkeeper making a right hash of a free kick earlier. You think, just hit the target. The goalkeeper again, will he throw him back out to you? High, wide and not handsome.
Glenn Whelan replaced by Keith Fahy. and they are very happy in the Irish dugout just now. Trapattoni all week tried to talk down the favourites tag. He said it was a David versus David clash. You heard his comments before the programme started in an interview with RTE. Just wasn't having any of the favourites, but they did come in here as favourites. Estonia, big underdogs. Player sent off first half, now they're down to 9, and they're 3 goals in arrears.
Yeah, we weren't expected to win Ireland, but it does always help when a team goes down to 10 men, when you're a goal up.
Free kick foul on Demetria. Vasile. Sean St. Ledger got across, and that's come off the Estonian. The assistant referee right on hand.
It's just the incident again. Was it come off his leg? Was it over the line?
Let's go down to the touchline and hear from our reporter Dave Kelly. Dave. Thanks, Dave. In for Walters. McGeady. Limpera off a loose pass from Andrews. Ireland just don't want to give Estonia any kind of hope for the second leg. They get that in the shape of a goal. Heading towards 25 past 11 local time. The Estonians had billed this as the biggest match in their history. Only a young country after they came out of the Soviet Union, after the breakup of that union. And football was disregarded by Estonians because it was the sport of the Russians. They've worked extremely hard to get their team up to this sort of a level.
They've done great to get to this stage of it. You know, to get to a playoffs, Estonia have done magnificent. They'll have learned a lot from it. I think the Irish lads, as of how long ago against the French, they learned a lot from that defeat against the French. Estonians tried hard tonight, but just not good enough.
St. Ledger. McGeady unable to keep it in. 2-0 here 10 years ago, 3-0 now. Klavan just booting it forward, hit and hope. Vosko Bonikov unable to get to that. Tidied up by Shea Given. You think back to before the second goal, Ronnie, when Ireland were kind of getting a bit stuck and we wondered who's got the extra man. The atmosphere, the crowd, the home crowd really getting behind their team, and the second goal just put a pin in it.
But they are a team, Ireland, who can weather a storm. You know, they've got defenders who'll get bodies in the way. St. Ledger and Richard Dunn have got one of the best goalkeepers in Europe in goal, Jay Given. They do weather storms and they come back stronger. That's what they had to do. Started that second half.
Simon Cox getting ready to join the action. And it's John Walters who is going off, getting a huge reception from the Irish fans inside this stadium, and looking around, there's got to be more than 2,500 Irish supporters who've made the journey and managed to get tickets. Only 1,400 had tickets officially, but Walters, his third appearance, first competitive start, and a memorable goal.
He'd done the job he was asked to do by Trapattoni. Bumped into centre backs, got hold of it up front, and done that little bit more by scoring his goal as well. A good night for him.
Simon Cox. First touch wasn't a great one. Dimitriev.
Cox sent on to just get himself in and about people. He does it straight away, takes Dimitriev down.
Pareko. Vosko Bornikov just mistimed his jump. Limper was up there with it. Courier. Vasilev from distance. Again, we saw him do it many times during the first half, and that was one of his poorer efforts, I think.
And they just do it from silly distances, don't they? You know, okay, yeah, I've got a good shot, but I'm not going to shoot from 40 yards every chance I get. There's got to be something different. You know, bounces for him, bounces okay for him, but his first thought always is, I'm going to shoot.
Time the Republic of Ireland have been successful in a playoff for a major finals was 10 years ago. Vosko Bornikov has been done for diving. Or will he be done in the shape of a yellow card? The free kick has been given against the striker, and Sean St. Ledger relieved to see the referee pointing the other way.
Yeah, you can see Sean St. Ledger saying he's got hold of me. And the referee has done well. He's done a good job tonight, the referee. And I don't mean that because he sent two players off. But it's just a coming together, but it's more Vosko Bornikov who's doing the pushing.
You just love saying that.
A bit like Schweinsteiger.
It's going to stick, it's not as good as Schweinsteiger. Stoppage doesn't exactly help Estonia now, does it? The stretcher was on, now it's back off again, and I think the big man isn't too badly hurt at all. Dimitriev's header backwards, Krugloff. Well done, Stephen Kelly. The fourth goal, and Estonia can cancel the flight to Dublin and not turn up next week. Simon Cox. Kelly. McGeady, Keane, waiting for this. Also there is the Estonian goalkeeper, Pareko. Vasilev. Estonia didn't turn up for a match against Scotland a number of years ago, back in the mid-90s. Scotland objected to the floodlights at a ground. It wasn't here, it was elsewhere in the country. And the Estonians weren't too happy and didn't turn up for the game. Though in the dark old days of Estonian football, Stephen Hunt seeking out and finding Robbie Keane. Great run forward by McGeady. Keane has got one. Tries to set up Stephen Hunt, and Hunt goes down in the area. Penalty! A penalty for the Republic of Ireland. In front of the Irish fans, and the Estonians absolutely furious. Pareko has been booked. He's suspended for the game in Dublin. And this really could finish it. It should finish it if Robbie Keane can score from the penalty spot. Hunt taken down.
Yeah, penalty. Fixie jumps at him, and Hunt tries to stay up, but he can't. But it was all started by a great ball from Hunt to Robbie Keane. and then he made that run outside him. You can see better here. Look, the defender just jumped at him, and the referee is right on the spot. He's right beside it. It's a penalty. The goalkeeper won't be going to Dublin either.
Robbie Keane with the chance to book the flight. Keane takes it and scores! Poland and the Ukraine, are you ready for us? 4-0.
Yet another goal by Robbie Keane. It looks like, you're right there, it looks like we're going to Poland and Ukraine. What a tremendous goal scorer Robbie Keane's been for Ireland. And let's hope he's not finished for a while, because at the European Championships we could do with him scoring a few out there. He goes up to take it, he has that little step, stops, goes again, goalkeeper goes the right way but just can't get down to it. It's low enough into the corner. There's that little step, little feint, and puts it in the bottom left. Get the bars full in Poland and Ukraine.
Well, there's still the formality of the second game to come, but 4-0. In your wildest dreams, you never would have expected this. Estonia beat Serbia, what was it, 3-1 away. They did throw in the odd strange result against Brian Kerr's Faroe Islands. They lost 2-0 back in June. They needed 2 late goals to beat them here in the home game by 2-1, and as Brian Kerr said himself, the Faroes over the 2 games beat Estonia 3-2. Dimitriev for Estonia. Truglov, Vosko Bornikov is offside, and this has just been the most horrible night for Estonia. The whistle sounds, free kick for the offside. Now Ronnie, on what's turning out to be a very famous night, your selection for man of the match, please.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them put on a very, very good job tonight, but the selection is Keith Andrews. I think he's done a great job in the centre midfield, closing people down. He starts us off with the good header that he gets. He has the free kick that leads to Robbie's goal. Yeah, so Keith Andrews for me is the man of the match tonight.
McGeady, here's Fahy. Well done, Keith Andrews. Well done, all of the guys in white. And Keane's in around the back, a 5th goal. I don't know what Estonia do. 2 minutes of added time, which is just about right. Trapattoni and Tardelli send the instructions in to St. Ledger and Dunn just to cool things down, finish out the job, keep a clean sheet. That was priority 1, keep a clean sheet. 1 away goal was what Trapattoni spoke about yesterday. He said from early on they would go out and attack. It didn't quite work out that way, but they got the goal after 13 minutes. Then Stepanov sent off, and after a sticky period in the second half, the floodgates opened with 3 more goals, and it's as good as done.
Yeah, you get goals sometimes at good times. You know, early on the game we score, knocks them back on the heels. When they start to put us under pressure, Estonia, we get another one, and there's a sending off. It just didn't all go right at the right time for Estonia.
The team, once they shower and change, they head straight to the airport. They will be back in Dublin in the early hours of tomorrow morning to prepare for Tuesday. And Ruthli, the Estonian coach, who's already, by the way, had his contract renewed for the World Cup qualifying campaign. He is down in front, totally dejected figure. But attention will turn to the second game. It'll turn to next summer. Start checking those dates and ring the credit union. Simon Cox for Ireland. Last time they won 4-0 in a competitive game. Will it be 5? That stung the hands of Pareko. It was 10 years ago against Cyprus, and we mentioned Cyprus at the start of the half. It was the last time Ireland lost a lead in a competitive match and lost 5-2 in October 2006. But there is the whistle for the end. It has been a famous night in Tallinn, a famous night for Trapattoni, Tardelli, and his players who have done their country proud. Estonia totally dejected. They have to go through the trials and tribulations of next Tuesday in the Aviva, but from 4-0 it's over, Ronnie. It's got to be over.
It's got to be, yeah. Well, God, I tell you what, a few players need sacking if it's not. The crowd, they follow them everywhere. Everywhere we've been, right throughout this campaign, the crowd have been there. They deserve it. The players deserve it. Okay, there's the next game to go, but you've got to think they'll be there. They've put a great stint in over all the games they've played. It's great to see. I can't believe it's 1988, where I played in the last one. I thought Ireland would have qualified for more since then. But I know what this is like, and this is one of the greatest feelings as a footballer, when you feel you've got to a major competition.
Limpera totally dejected. The Irish fans have been absolutely fantastic, so well behaved, and they've made such great noise and brought brilliant colour to this occasion. There they are, behind what was Shay Gibbons' goal for the second half. Smiles all around as the Republic of Ireland can start to plan ahead. The talk of the finals next summer, of Trapattoni's new contract. There'll be negotiations on both sides for that, but he's put himself in such a strong position, and these guys in pole position to qualify for our first major finals in 10 years. A famous night in Tallinn, it really is.
Oh, it's a famous night because we qualified again, but also we've got the scoreline. You know, at times during the game we thought maybe it's not going to happen, but they just kept at it. They plugged away when they were under pressure, and they've come away with a great result.
And they are the guys who have done the business for the Republic of Ireland in Tallinn. Who would have thought it? A 4-0 victory against Estonia. They'll tell you the job is only half done, but their foot and a few other things, well, they're going on planes to Poland and the Ukraine. They have to go through next Tuesday, but here tonight, a brilliant evening and a remarkable scoreline. They have beaten Estonia by 4-0 from Tallinn. Good night.
Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012. Live Euro 2012 playoffs continue this one.